Coming up on this Hunter College Newsbreak.
Students describe their first-hand experiences with cyberbullying in our latest edition of Hunter Students Speak.
And we will tell you what happened to Hunter's iconic Tao statue.
All that and more in this Hunter College Newsbreak.
Welcome to this Hunter College Newsbreak. I'm Cesar Perez.
And I'm Smantha Agate. In today's highly partisan political climate, some people turn to social media to voice their opinions. And then there are those who use the platform to bully others. As part of our Hunter Students Speak series, I asked students about their experiences with cyberbullying and if they think anything can be done to prevent it.
I have never cyberbullied or been cyberbullied.
I've seen cyberbullying, and I guess I've contributed to it.
Yeah, I think it's
But I know that
I was on both ends of the cyberbullying spectrum, me being the bully and me being bullied.
if someone were to post a status about somebody, I guess I would, contribute to it by adding some things into the comment section.
I've seen people in my middle school like delete Facebook and things like that when it's become too much for them.
On Facebook, they said I look like a pig. It's very bad.
I would comment on girls' pictures that I didn't like, and they would get their families involved. Donald Trump bullies a lot of people on social media.
Well, he says a lot of sexist and racist things that come in like dog whistles.
We all could learn to find a way to be more mindful of what we say to each other online, on social media.
Racism is very rampant and it's very big on social media, and I think people have more of an opportunity to just say what they want without consequences.
Parents need to be more engaged within the conversation and the idea of having their children using social media and monitoring that, especially if they're underage and part of the younger generation.
Like, it's the internet, it's like freedom of speech technically. Like, there's nothing really that can be stopped.
According to the Cyberbullying Research Center, 70% of people between the ages of 13 and 22 have been a victim of cyberbullying. Females are twice as likely as males to be the victims, and this is interesting, perpetrators of cyberbullying. Students may have noticed several changes outside of Hunter West this fall, including the removal of the iconic sculpture known as Tao. Artist Tony Smith made the transition from architecture to teaching at Hunter College in 1962, which inspired him to create this sculpture 20 years later. Here's more on what's happened to Tao and what's in store for the Hunter West Plaza.
The Tao sculpture that sits outside of Hunter College West is gone, leaving a big void, literally. It's been a popular smoking area or a place to huddle when it's raining since its arrival at Hunter over 30 years ago. Now, students walk around a large hole. Emma Martins, a film student at Hunter College, feels like this construction site on the West Plaza could be dangerous in bad weather.
It's a hole in the ground. I mean, it kind of could be a hazard. Also, this tile outside gets really slick when it's rainy.
The Hunter facility's webpage says that after years of wear and tear on the sculpture, there are leaks, holes, and cracks that need to be repaired. Several classics professors at Hunter who talk about Smith's sculpture in their classes remain optimistic about these renovations. They hope Tao will find a new and better home on campus.
It's an interesting sculpture there, but we could do more with the space, and I'm actually interested to see how it's incorporated into something larger, bigger, more dominant.
Workers have recently begun to clean the base of the statue and pour tar around it. Smokers now resort to other areas around campus, while the sculpture they once huddled under gets a makeover.
Over the past few days, a new statue platform has recently been placed where the old one once was. It is once again surrounded by caution tape, and there is still no telling exactly when Tao will make its return.
On vertical campuses like Hunter College, elevators are an indispensable form of transportation that, if not maintained properly, can mean delays for students, faculty members, workers, and more importantly, for people with disabilities. Since the beginning of the semester, only one of the 5 elevators serving the lower floors in Hunter North is working on a typical day, thanks to the renovation project. In this edition of Hunter Students Speak, students weigh in on the precarious states of the schools.
They fit a lot of people, and there's just so many floors, and it just goes super slow.
It takes like 5 minutes for the elevators to get there, which is ridiculous. So when it does get here, we're all crammed in like sardines for no reason.
There's a lot of people with disabilities. You gotta think about them.
Yeah,
but I know that.
At Hunter, the elevator situation is really inconvenient. It sometimes makes me late to classes.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You walk in and you see all these elevators, and for some reason, like, you just keep walking and you see like a bunch of like out of service signs.
Especially in the North building, they usually aren't working, or there's a problem with the elevators, so it's kind of difficult for me to actually take them.
And it really sucks having to walk up 7 flights of stairs, like from the 3rd to the 10th.
Like, I think it would be especially hard for people with disabilities because they have no choice but to wait.
They usually try to fix it. I always see people like working on the elevators, but I don't know, they always seem to say the same.
To authority figures, I would say to allocate some of the money that people pay to come here to fix the elevators.
Please get the elevators to run.
I want it fixed.
Even if there were like a good 2 or 3 elevators working decently, effectively, efficiently.
It should be a top priority of the administration at Hunter.
We do have some good news to share. Just last week, 2 newly renovated elevators in the North Building are back in service.
Yeah, I hope this alleviates some of the foot traffic on the 3rd floor.
Definitely, and that everybody is able to get to class on time.
And that's all for this edition of Hunter News Now.
On behalf of everyone in the studio, thank you for watching.